If you're gonna lie, lie well.
Now, hold on.
This year is giving. Help sell our struggling products.
This is the best we got?
This by far is the most proof we have that a product won an award 2 weeks after coming out.
Maxed out volume. I bet it's not. I bet it's not.
What makes this a winner?
And look at that ugly
brush. You all remember this. This is the one that was recalled.
Okay. I'm gonna... Nothing about
Essence! It's pretty!
There's always a funny man. Like
there is a joker. It's the most wonderful time of the year. I'm surprised that should have been on Gaga's album. Yeah. Good morning, good morning. It's great to stay up late.
It's not.
The doo-wop group.
That was crazy.
You guys,
barbershop quartet.
The reason it is the
album.
most wonderful time of the year, it is the Allure Best in Beauty Award season. These are our, other than Robert Welsh, these are our 2 highest viewed episodes.
Yeah.
So we're bringing the same energy. We poured the wine energy.
Mama.
And we are ready to roast. So we are splitting up the awards as we did last year. So this episode is going to be drugstore makeup, and then any and all priced skincare, hair care, and fragrance.
Okay.
And then next week is going to be all of the luxury winners, because surprise to nobody, the luxury makeup winners are 7 times as much as the drugstore, because they got the money. So
I can't even wait to see what's in here.
I know.
And
or
here.
The riggery, the tomfoolery, the jokery is, yeah, girl. Like,
and the Joker is me.
Is indeed moi. You know what's interesting about this year is the awards that they got for giving a check is they were like less. They are nonsense. There's probably just as many nonsensical choices as last year, but there were some shockingly better choices this year. And even for that, shockingly better, I mean, not ridiculous. However, the overall feel, bland, mama. Just bland. Like so many of the choices, even if they like were okay, are just like products that have been out for 8 years. Things that like won the same award last year, even though there's been 50 more since that are better. Like just, they felt less risk taking. Cause I'll give that to them last year. They said their choices with their chest. Even if they called the cream bronzer a hair care steal, they said it with their chest. But this year it seemed less risky, but just like safe. As if they went to Ulta.com and just like clicked the best sellers list and were like, I guess.
They said plain quinoa.
Literally, girl.
Yeah.
So
it was my salad for lunch. No taste, no flavor.
No taste. Yeah. So, and Allie always does, Allie Glines on YouTube always does tutorials of the winners and the drugstore.
Yeah.
She did the drugstore first so far is what's out. And she was done and she was like, okay. She was like, but I just want like more. Like, she's like, it's just,
Oh.
So I'm excited for you.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Come on now. If I think what's on here is on here,
girl,
that's next week.
Yeah. The luxuries are...
you know what? Next week should be fun.
Yes, it should. All right, everybody, grab your popcorn because we are about to roast the Allure 2024 Best in Beauty
Almighty.
Winners Part 1.
I already need a drink.
Glug, glug, gluggy, glug. You better butt chug that, girl. And we're back again. All right. And the reason we're diving in so quickly, we were laughing last year. We didn't realize, like, because we only did like 20 winners, maybe. And I feel like there was more winners this year because I think they introduced new categories or added more to categories where it was like, it would be like the way they split up makeup was like base, eyes, lips. That might have been it.
Sculpting.
For makeup. And then they did like steals, splurges, and there would be things in the just like makeup categories, like eyes, base, and whatever, that were more expensive than things, or just as expensive in the splurges. And then there was like hair care, fragrance, nails, which we would have included nails, everybody, but true to Allure form, when I clicked on the see all nail winners, it was linked to the general landing page of the 2023 Beauty Awards instead of the nail winners. So Allure really has labeling and tech issues. And then there was a clean category and all of these things. So I feel like there ended up being more winners, which is kind of funny because it's like, if you're getting a check for winners, like, why would you not introduce more winners? And that's kind of the vibe. So we have more, just in general this year, we have a lot of winners in even just these two categories. So we're diving right in. So up first is Best Gel Eyeliner, the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Grip Mechanical Gel Eyeliner.
Not Infallible Grip.
Infallible Grip.
And do you know what I find
on a Saturday night? Infallible
my
grip.
Infallible Grip.
Yeah. Can I grip you?
I have a question.
Yeah.
This photo of this said liner.
Yeah.
Are we showing the components of this liner being two caps? It's like there's one cap,
yeah.
two caps.
Because, you know, there's a little plastic cap on the other end to cover up that little nubby nub.
But it's
that
like, what are
smudges out your liner. We love a tool attached to a product. Those always work.
And this really was groundbreaking this season.
Oh, totally.
I saw it everywhere.
You can smudge it.
I saw it everywhere.
Girl, I didn't even hear about this.
Girl, who is even talking about this? I don't think L'Oreal even knew this existed.
I have a question. Who would play her? Who would play her?
Somebody dead.
Dead, deceased, and gray, girl. And you know why? It aggravates me that it gives me the desire to want to buy this just to try it and like put it on my hand and see.
It's sick and twisted.
That's what they want.
That's what they want. And what was that?
What was that?
Yeah. James?
Yeah. Girl, of course.
Yeah, I just don't know. The thing that pisses me off about this is A, we've never heard of this, or I have never heard of this.
No.
And if we haven't seen it or heard of it anywhere, how good could this be? And honestly, what is setting this aside from any other mechanical gel liner? Mm-hmm. Smaller brands, bigger brands, like what's the difference?
Yeah.
It doesn't even say
what's the reason?
What was the reason? Like this is already pissing me off.
And you know what would be so groundbreaking and revolutionary is if they, I don't know, included a 3-sentence description of why this one?
No, because if they did that, they would have to admit that they were paid.
Yeah. And it's so funny because reading, someone even commented on Allie's video saying they work for a publication and yada, yada. And it's like the things that basically it takes forever because the stuff that gets whittled down from what's on their desk. And I'm like, okay, how did it get on their desk? And you know what, girl? I also don't want to hear it because even if, let's say this is these awards are the most integrity-filled thing on planet Earth. The reputation you've now established of it not being filled with integrity, it wouldn't surprise me if brands didn't even bother submitting anymore. You know what I mean?
Like
indie brands and small brands, they're not even going to bother.
I can't even imagine how much it costs to nominate a product. And it wouldn't surprise me if L'Oreal sent a hodgepodge of a box of product to everybody and said, I'm paying you $25,000, pick 5 of the products to make it to the awards.
Absolutely. And what people don't realize either, it's like we learned it's the same with podcast awards, girl. It's just to submit yourself for like a podcast award costs a lot of money.
Yeah.
Just to submit yourself to potentially be nominated. And it was like the Webbies, which is like the biggest like YouTube online, whatever. We fit perfectly into indie podcasts. It was like, it has to completely on your own, whatever, like, which no one has a better quality podcast that a prayer and a monkey is running behind that camera than us. Like, and the winner of like indie podcasts will be like fucking Blake Lively's I'm like, that's not indie. She's a millionaire.
Yeah,
like,
someone is editing her video. Someone is hitting record on her video. Like,
exactly. Just because they're not
know.
absorbed by a mega conglomerate like Spotify Original or whatever, or what, it doesn't mean like there should be other barriers of indie.
There's and not to go too off topic, but there was a show that like Dan's parents started watching the other night, and it was about a podcast that these two girls started or whatever, and it was like a sex podcast, but they were like, it's not all about sex. And like, lo and behold, like they get a phone call about the podcast and they answer it, and it's this 5 to 6 figure deal, a brand deal, and I'm like, girl. I'm like, yeah, right.
Please.
I'm like, please stop. That they just started. They're on
of
episode
course.
like 16. And I'm like, oh, please.
Yeah, 1,000 viewers. Yeah.
I'm like, stop it right now.
I know,
I'm
girl.
like, and then because his parents were like, oh, is this what you guys like deal with? I'm like,
all
yeah,
the time.
all
just
the time.
swatting the 6-figure deals
Six-figure
away,
deals
left and right.
away, girl.
Yeah.
Like, I
know,
can't.
girl. So I imagine even to submit a product probably costs money. So no shit, it's the big brands.
And L'Oreal
is
is already just paying to have a sum of probably upwards of 5 figures. I would say, like anywhere between 50,000.
Yes,
saying pick 5 to 10 products in this box.
Yes.
These were our launches this year, and then previous products that, might be a favorite, might be award winning.
Exactly.
Make it on this list, because I guarantee you this will not be the L'Oreal. I could bet you money, honey, Panoramic Mascara is probably on here.
Money. Must be funny in a rich man's world.
I'm going to go home.
Totally. Where's that Cher ABBA Part 2 album?
Was there supposed to be?
Yes.
Oh.
It's like almost all recorded already.
Oh, it's not happening.
I know. She's another cock tease. Anyway, next award. Best Brow Pen goes to the Maybelline New York Build-A-Brow. Build-A-Bear.
This is horrible.
You gonna stuff this with lovies? I went to Build-A-Bear once and I was like 10 and it was freaky. They were like...
I love...
I don't know.
Kiss the heart, stick it in.
That's what I mean, girl.
Girl, it's witchcraft. They said rip out the heart, kiss it, and put it back in and sew it up. Girl, that's witchcraft.
Maybe because of the family I grew up in, like showing affection in public, I was just like, this ain't for me. Like,
wait, you're like, kiss what?
Yeah.
I don't get loved and kissed.
Yeah, girl.
This product, though, is by far, this is with the one day when you were like, your brows look green.
Yeah.
That was this.
So it's what is it?
So it's a liquid brow pen that at like hair like strokes.
Like a brush tip or a felt tip?
A brush tip runs out halfway through the brow.
Yeah.
And then the other side is a clear gel that's like setting it in. Turned my brows green every time I wore it. So
why can't brands make taupe blonde colors that aren't the Statue of Liberty green?
Yeah.
And they turn the longer you're on. Yes.
And then I am the Statue of Liberty. I was copper. Now I'm green.
I am the boom boom Liberty.
Like I am. Yeah.
That's why brow is an exclamation mark. It's warning.
It's a warning that this is brows may turn green. I hate her hair and makeup today.
Yeah, girl,
and
this
I
is
don't
a pass.
Like this. This is gross.
So I'm trying to think what other like drugstore brow I know, but and you know what I'm also gonna say? The what? I'm also gonna say, because maybe we are gonna say substitutions, but let it speak volumes that even if something did come out 5 seconds ago, that did not prevent it from being on this list, because there is a myriad of products that came out 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago that are somehow on this list, especially when we get to the it's on this episode, hair care. And moreover, if we are saying recommending a product that maybe was the best launch of the year so far, and it is brand new, it's because unlike the people at Allure, we have tried it multiple times. So, you know what I would have put on here for drugstore especially is the new NYX brow powders in the wood sharpenable pencils.
Yeah, I started reusing even the NYX brow pencil, the precision defining one.
Yes.
I started using it again because it's so orange, the auburn color that I use it now. Better than any brow definer on the market.
Yes.
And it's $10, I
know.
think. So,
and that NYX that came out that just duped Benefit, like it's the wood sharpenable pencil. The pencil is huge as it is. It has a spoolie on the other end that blends and buffs, and it's like doing a powder, but with that super fine point. What?
The taupe is a little spooky.
Yeah.
But amazing. This should not have won an award. Oh my God. I can't.
Next up, we have Best Mattifying Primer, which I take personally. Can you believe that? Girl, Best Mattifying Primer goes to e.l.f. Liquid Poreless Putty Primer.
We'll say it to her face. It doesn't mattify.
Is the mattification in the room with us?
It doesn't even make me poreless.
No, it doesn't even smooth.
It should be called the liquid pore primer.
Yes.
It makes pores.
Yeah. The liquid pore enhancer.
It's Shia LaBeouf in holes. It's mama.
Mattifying.
No.
It doesn't mattify.
It doesn't do anything.
It doesn't do anything.
I hate this.
It's so gross. Because
I bought this. I think I threw it in the garbage.
I find this even more like oily. You know that texture, girl. You know that texture.
I'm
It's
getting
a little
sick.
lube-ish. Lube.
Disgusting.
Like, it's more lube-ish than even that shit in the pot they came out with.
The shit in the pot was more mattifying.
Absolutely.
Because it dried you out.
That's what I mean. It sucked any moisture in your face, which talk about unsanitary. Those things.
Oh.
When you open it after like halfway
Girl,
used.
and then you open it up and there's lint.
Lint, girl. Ooh, not the lint.
Oh, hair, not Ekinsu.
Yeah, this is crazy.
No,
Mattifying.
that is jail. You didn't even use this primer.
I didn't bother buying it because I knew it wasn't going to be
No,
mattifying.
not you, but I'm saying Allure. You didn't even
Yes.
use it. Best mattifying. Why can't we just say it's the best poreless primer?
If you're going to lie well.
Best mattifying isn't even in the name.
No.
So where did they get the idea to mattify? Oh, mattifying primer. This.
Yes. Honey baby darling. Yeah.
Honey Bunches of Oats. L'Oreal didn't throw someone across your desk that could have made it in this category too.
I know,
confused.
because to be honest with you, I can't even think of a drugstore primer that is actually mattifying in a very strong way. Like,
this is jail.
Just insane. Next up, for the second year in a row, by the way, we have Best Powder Foundation, the Maybelline New York Superstay 24-Hour Hybrid Powder Foundation. You all remember this. This is the one that was recalled. This is the one that was recalled a month after it came out last year.
Yeah.
And 2 months before it won the award. So Maybelline must have threw out the old one they got,
and
waited for the recall,
new.
And then tried and just said, and 2 years in a row, nothing else. Nothing else.
And I will say, because I know I said it last year, ColourPop pretty fresh powders.
SheGlam. That SheGlam should win an award hands down.
I don't understand this.
And it's affordable. Like, they need to expand into brands that are either online only or indie. But again, I guarantee you it's a barrier of entry problem. Trixie Cosmetics probably doesn't have the money to submit products or whatever the case is.
I can't even imagine.
No. And I remember buying this, and I have a distinct recollection of using it once, being disgusted, and never using it again. Am I right in saying that? Have you tried this?
I think once.
It was just not... This went viral because, of course, I think it was Michaela was using the sponge and, like, piling this on. And I remember then I was so satisfying. Makeup creator on TikTok who is older, who has mature skin, stitched Michaela, put it on the way she did, and was like, because Michaela was saying it would be so good for everyone, so on and so forth. And the woman was like, so I'm 58 and I look like I'm ready for the casket. This is decrepit. Like, where I can list 4 other powder foundations that would look stunning on mature skin. Like the same one.
Girl, this is so corny to have this again.
We need a ticker in the corner of the episode that counts the number of L'Oreal, e.l.f., and Maybelline.
I mean...
All the ones with Super Bowl commercials, all of a sudden. Because they're not all of a sudden out of nowhere with the advent of TikTok making billions more dollars than they were that they can afford Cardi B and Super Bowl commercials. So...
And are we trying to really say, though, that the L'Oreal powder, that's actually the Infallible powder, that's actually better than this, didn't win?
I know.
Kind of crazy.
I know. In the red.
In the red.
Yes, absolutely.
Kind of crazy, girl.
Yes.
A little spooky, a little scary.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe we should...
Scary werewolf bar mitzvah.
And you know what? I'm sorry, I'm going to say it. Werewolf bar mitzvah.
I was going to say, you let that go by? 30 Rock. You don't remember that?
No.
Spooky, scary, werewolf, bar mitzvah, men becoming boys, boys becoming wolves. It was like a cold, like a typical Jenna, like made her do insane things. Anyway,
I love that. Oh my God, I gotta rewatch that show. Whatever, let's move on. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Next up, best lip oil goes to the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Lip Oil, which came out less than a month ago and is available in one shade. As most Neutrogena products are, shade range is not their strength. Them and Almay are really just sticking to, you know, we the Caucasian brands. Like
3 shades of a skin tint.
Yeah, I'll give Neutrogena more credit, at least with their foundations have gotten a little better, but their bronzers, blushes, etc. Oh, girl, we staying in
Pink dust.
pale to medium dust. One shade, and this came out 5 seconds ago. So unless I put this on and I have Angelina Jolie lips within seconds, why in God's name would this win an award? I better be when I put this on.
But like even a brand like that did really well, like Bioma.
Yeah.
Like they came out with like the lip mask, the lip oil, and the pH lip oil. That doesn't win.
What?
Even that lip oil being a popular brand doesn't win, but Neutrogena?
One shade?
Neutrogena?
Neutrogena?
In this home?
On my vagina,
With
on
these
my
ports
lips?
closed?
With the ports closed? Girl.
Mama, come on.
And this just came out.
Because of no, come on now. I can't. Oh, shit. But wait. So they're going to say this is the best lip oil, Neutrogena, right?
Yeah.
But then the high-end awards, did Dior win again? So, like, fuck all the way off if that's the best lip oil. So what is it?
I know.
Is it a makeup splurge lip oil? Or is it a, you poor, go get this one?
Yeah. Literally.
Oh, you poor. Only
Girl.
get in the clear. Your lips aren't cherry red.
Go
Seems like you don't have funds, do ya? Like
Poor people are resigned to a clear peach. One shade.
Babe, that's crazy.
So obviously the shade range didn't factor into the winning. So that's what I'm saying. This formula better give me lips that you could land a plane on.
I'm getting very angry, and we're only 5 products in again.
Did this win last year?
Yes, it did.
Yeah, girl. So again, but you know what I take umbrage with is the category.
Now hold on. Because that's where I'm now pissed off all over again. So this says it's the best clear lip gloss, and it's the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Yummy Gloss.
Which is lovely.
But the best clear gloss when they have beautiful shades. So gowns, beautiful gowns.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think they did something to this formula because every time I put this on, my lips start tingling in the worst way where I lose feeling in my lip. And I'm not exaggerating.
Yeah.
Mama, numb. I'm like,
well, it's probably because they've all been like open and tested at Walgreens.
oh, true. Yeah.
Honestly, girl, they're probably expired.
Oh, yeah.
And
Fermented.
But moreover, even if this was the same formula when it came out, it's like all well and good, whatever. I don't consider this a gloss. It's not that
Diamond shine.
oh,
Diamond
diamond heart. Like a lip gloss to me is a thick, bulky layer of goopy glass that is going to make my lips. I want to see my reflection in it.
And I want to see not a line in my lip. It's that smoothed out. I want it to be.
Yeah.
I want to walk out of my house and a fly gets stuck to my lip.
I want the mailman to stop me and just go.
And put the piece of mail on my lips and go.
I want the mailman to stop me and say, yeah, you better work for this mail.
Yeah. And he's like.
A FedEx guy
Yeah.
for you. Oh, in those slutty shorts, girl.
UPS workers.
They're like trying to get you excited.
Like, don't do that.
No one should assault and
let me tell you
UPS
something.
worker.
There
But
was a
they're
UPS
driving
worker-
around in those fucking booty shorts with no door on their
Do
car.
you remember the one that used to come into Sephora and deliver our packages?
Oh, yes. And you wanted him to deliver your package.
Deliver his package in my mailbox.
Yeah, in my box. Yeah, girl.
Girl, and he...
With that thigh out of the door while they're at a stop sign.
Uh-huh.
And I want my lip gloss to make them safely crash into a stop sign because they're so
I'll get
blinded.
out and gingerly.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah, girl.
Sir.
This is This is like a weird hybrid of like gloss, but it has like a little bit of like a hydrating. I don't want to say watery, but like
it's very nice.
It's more hydrating than it. A gloss to me has no skincare benefits.
No,
that's a lip gloss is a makeup product.
I need lacquer.
Exactly. I don't want my lips to be plumped. I don't want oil. I don't want hyaluronic acid.
I want MAC lip gloss, sticky.
That is lip gloss, exactly. And so this is not a lip gloss to me. It's very nice, and first thing on the list I recommend, but it's not a lip gloss.
Oh, you fucking son of a fucking...
You want to take it?
So this is the best volumizing mascara from, drumroll, L'Oreal Paris. It's the Voluminous Panorama Mascara. Now, I will say...
Lovely.
I love her down.
Yes.
I have 2 backups of this.
Yes.
I absolutely and what I love about this is that, first of all, this should have won an award for best tubing mascara.
Mm-hmm.
In the drugstore, because out of a drugstore mascara...
You think there's a tubing category in Allure? You think they know what tubing is?
They're going to be like, as in when you go to the water park?
Yeah,
when
literally.
you go tubing on the river? And I mean, there should be a best tubing mascara across drugstore and high-end.
Yes.
And honestly, I would like to see Allure go and do, not even drugstore winners, do the best makeup of the best makeup.
Absolutely.
Why is that so, like... Let's keep them separated.
Yes.
Why?
Exactly.
If it's makeup and it's good, let it win a fucking award that the high end beat out the drugstore and vice versa. The drugstore can beat out high end.
Absolutely.
Why are we doing this? And volumizing? Sure. But there are many other volumizing mascaras that are not tubing that I like better than this.
Yes.
But the fact that this one is tubing and voluminous and it doesn't flake, should have been categorized differently. I'm getting very upset. I do love this.
But we want you mad. But sip that wine, girl.
Golly. Oh, now I'm gonna fucking lose it. I'm gonna fucking lose it. What is this?
This is the best lengthening mascara this is one of probably one of the 20 new Essence mascaras in 2024. This is the Essence Lash Without Limits Extreme Lengthening and Volumizing Mascara.
I bet it isn't.
Girl, take a shot every time Essence comes out with a new mascara.
I'm dead already.
Because you know what it is?
The Queen one looked nice. Why didn't that win? This came out 2 seconds ago.
My thing with brands, and I feel this way about L'Oreal, Maybelline, Essence, if we're launching a new mascara every month, at what point is it an omission that the last one
sucked ass?
Wasn't doing what you said it did? Because how many other Essence mascaras claim to be lengthening?
And that's, I think, the most overwhelming part of the drugstore
is
mascara. When you go over to L'Oreal, Maybelline are the most criminally offensive.
Yes.
And then when I go over to Essence and there's 8 different types of princess, and I'm like,
it's like what you said, the one episode about the Lash Princess, the DVD bin of Lash Princess.
And it was, girl, it was in a cardboard Best Buy DVD clearance bin of mascara, full price, $3.99. Woo-hoo.
Yes.
Girl, it ain't that good. And it was dried out the first time I opened it. So then what? I went back to get another
what
one.
Now?
Dry, mama. Dry boots.
What
am I doing?
And when you do this, you do not want it to be dry.
And honey, you just hear when you're pumping
you're used to.
Pumping that mascara and it's just air.
You're used to.
And it's just pumping air and dust, mama. It's been a long time.
I'm dust. Yeah.
Pumping air and dust.
Girl.
Gaping dusty.
Gaping dust. That's gaping dust.
Yeah. Put that on a shirt.
Yeah. What are we?
And and nothing about, I'm gonna, nothing about fucking Essence. It's pretty.
Is
Nothing-
what? Pretty?
It's just, I hate it all. I hate everything about them is so ugly and boot fucking disgusting nasty. It is giving Walmart fucking dumpster makeup. That fucking dirty raccoons. Oh, I love raccoons. No, I take it back. Dirty hamsters wouldn't even use this fucking mascara.
What a desperate read of just being like, she's ugly.
No, and it's
Like,
just
you have nothing else to say.
The whole
She's not even pretty.
I'm over it with the lip balms with like chunky glitter in it that don't do anything. That's pH. It's a green fucking lip balm.
Girl, I know.
Everything is like if I could see through all of your packaging and see the product through it, I'm fucking disgusted.
I know.
If there's a clear window with a little piece of a sticker holding it, I'm gonna fucking throw up. Okay.
I know.
I'm sick of you. Go out of business.
Can you believe this like lived on past Catrice? Isn't that crazy?
Catrice is rolling in her grave.
I know, girl.
Mama.
Catrice died for nothing. Like, she died for nothing, girl. Girl, like
this is so the whole brand. And you know what? I don't care. I don't care if some of you like it. I don't care about the contour duo. I don't care.
Because we're talking about the business strategy of it all, girl.
Because
like,
you are quite literally, you said, oh, Princess did well. So now we need Princess Waterproof and Princess Volume and Princess Peach and Princess
yes.
And I'm like, oh my God, I'm like digging every fucking time I turn around. It's like rabbits multiplying, that there's more and more. And I think their whole thing with them is
everything but the kitchen
it's
sink.
quantity, but everything, it's quantity.
Since we're making it for 9 cents.
They don't care about the quality of the mascara because someone is going to walk up and say, L'Oreal is $17 for mascara. Kind of crazy for drugstore.
Yes.
They're going to see this $4 bullshit and say, oh, well, how
Worth a
bad could
try.
it be? How bad?
Yeah.
And
exactly.
you know what? And I'm just like, put your foot in your fucking mouth.
I know.
Like, you are so desperate and disgusting to come out with 8 mascaras a year. You filthy, filthy, rotten people.
Yes. Lash without limits. So what are the limits of your other ones?
Lash without limits.
So what are the limits? What are the limits of your other ones then?
Applying it. Because there's nothing in it.
Working.
Yeah. That got me.
Next up, we have Best Mascara Primer. The drumroll Maybelline New York Lash Sensation Sky High Tinted Primer. Lash primers. Can we talk about that?
I think we should, because the last time I used a lash primer was actually one that I loved.
Yes.
And I'll give it to them, Subversion from Urban Decay lash primer, but it's white. So the last time I liked a lash primer was the Benefit, the tinted primer, that it was almost brown. I would use it as mascara when I was going for like a soft beat.
Yes. This is my experience with lash primers that I found work. The only thing I think a lash primer does is if it almost has a little bit of like a, not crazy messy, but a little bit of a fibery situation going on, that it lengthens my lashes. That's the only thing. It's not going to give you volume. It doesn't get to keep it on. Like, the one I loved was the blue, the Babe Original one, because it like doubled the length of my lashes. Like, it made them. Me having. Do you remember when you put mascara on me recently? Because I said, I was like, I always wear the air. Shut up. I only wear lashes, and you were like, "What's going on here?" And I was like, "Girl, I." Not
and then
kidding.
I really tried to like put mascara on you,
and he puts it on. He was like, "Oh, like
it's pronounced oval.
Oval, short, straight, nothing." And that was the only thing I found like made them longer.
Yeah,
and I like the Babe Original because it dries clear, so then I could wear it on its own. What is this doing?
And I love Miss Sky High. I think she's a good mascara, but I don't think that lash primers are necessity. And I don't care what anybody tells me. This is not doing anything for the wear of your mascara. I'm not joking when I say, when I get setting spray.
I'm not joking, bitch.
When I get setting spray on my lashes, that sets me more.
Yes. Absolutely.
I feel like setting spray, because it's stickier, almost binds it. So,
yes.
Yeah. Why is this a thing? Why is this coming out in 2024? Because I think we're high up at these makeup brands. I think Maybelline is like a bunch of, like has-beens. Let's put it that way. And they don't even know what's relevant anymore. So this is foolish, and they should, again.
And that's also the gag. Out of all, we just had the mascara conversation. So many mascaras. Maybelline is 50. L'Oreal is 50. Essence is 50. They're all so good. We need primers.
Well, and it can't be primer infused.
What
so I
are
have to
we
buy a
do-
separate
like-
product because you're just trying to sell me on something
What
else.
is the transparent? Like, it's not that difficult to see the bullshit.
Yeah.
The bullshit is stinking like a riding a horse and carriage. Girl.
You want me to have my units per transaction to be higher than 1.
That's what I mean.
You want me to buy 2 or more products for the same area of my face?
Yes.
Which is wild. Because if you think about it, let me sell you on a lash primer. It's only a matter of time before there's a lash setter.
Yeah. Oh, I know. What was that MAC bullshit? The dry shampoo to refresh.
Now that is just fucking
If you don't want
crazy.
to wash your face, you can just
Dry shampoo to rehydrate or re-amplify your mascara to freshen it up. And
Not in this house.
I bought it because I had to know.
Yeah.
Mascara. It's just
Yes.
mascara.
Yes.
It's just mascara.
Next up, we have the best brow wax, the e.l.f. Cosmetics Brow Lift. Let me tell you, I hate brow waxes in 2024 in a pot such as this. Why, you ask? Because I fill my brows, and it is an option. Some people brow gel their brows and then fill it. Not a day of my life.
Yeah.
I can't do that because I'm so shaky and or like I need the ability to blend the fill. If
And
that
not-
makes sense.
Not these hairs being laid down.
So the problem is I need to blend my fill. So when I fill my brows, then I need to go in with the spoolie on the brow pencil to soften it or, get it perfect. I can't do that if my brows are Gorilla Glued, flat, tacky, wet. I can't go in then and do that.
Like, how do you feel besides a powder? What are you
Which I
filling
would
in
still
your-
want to blend. Like, so with this, if you do it the other way around by filling your brows, and I bought this to see how it was, if you fill your brows, then when you go in, even with first of all, I want to know what the general population is using to dip into that. Can we talk about that?
They sell that's the little spatula and spoolie duo.
Oh, so the brow wax that's allegedly so good and does so much hold to the brows that it's not going to dry crusty on the reusable spoolie with this pot. What am I supposed to do with it after 2 months with that crusty reusable
Buy a new brush?
That's what I'm saying. So, and when you run it through the first time, and then if you need to, when you re-dip, that crystal clear wax, she getting brown.
Murky.
Muddy.
Swamp water.
Swamp water, bitch. That is so gross to me.
I want to go into somebody's makeup bag that uses this religiously, and that shit is going to be
Gray.
swamp.
Gray, girl.
Who is in me swamp? Shrek is.
Get out of me, swamp.
Disgusting. I hate, and I don't know what it is about these brow waxes that I've tried so many of them. The Anastasia one makes me itch. It actually makes my brows itch.
Because it's probably glue.
What is in here? And the e.l.f. one, I think I might have entertained this briefly.
I bought it to try it.
And none of them hold my brows.
I know.
And I'm over it. I just want my brows to look like brows.
Yes.
They don't need to be laminated to my forehead.
And if they do, I'm going to use a product that's more sanitary in a component that has the product in the spoolie. The spoolie is resting in the product like Rare Beauty. Or why wouldn't, you know what? Best brow wax, the e.l.f. dual-ended clear mascara and brow wax. That is by far one of the best dries clear brow waxes, and you have the duality of the clear mascara on the other end. I guarantee you it's also pretty much probably the same formula because it's e.l.f. Why would that not win?
Because it's not something you could glue down and laminate your brows with.
It doesn't look clickbaity. Because I will also say I bought this back in the day. It was like peak year and a half ago, 2 years ago when this came out, when like I didn't quite yet realize that like basically every single e.l.f. launch just came along with a Michaela sponsorship. So at the time, 2 years ago, Michaela, every single thing made look incredible. And me starting out, like that was the beginning, around the beginning of me blowing up on TikTok. I was buying all the stuff that was going viral to try it. And I was like, no. I used this like 2 times and it was brown, girl, because it removed my brow fill.
Disgusting.
Next up, these absolutely stunning lashes from Ardell. Oh, I'm sorry, Kiss. We have Kevin, best strip lashes. Whole strip.
It's a half.
Kiss the new natural lashes. Look at these poor, withered, little, hanging on by
old Miss Spider had a farm.
EI. Oh my God.
That spider, she was like, I remember Charlotte, she was a whore.
This is Charlotte's fucking, alcoholic granddaughter.
Yeah, and she said, I remember her, she was a whore.
Can you believe this?
A half lash won best strip lashes. And what qualifies a lash to be labeled glowy skin?
That's the name of this cut, glowy skin. What's that?
Am I glowing?
Look at this cut, though. You know, and that's always the funniest thing to me when you have like a brand of natural lashes, which I get. People want, you know, we love a lash like a fucking a bird wing. But I always love when I look at natural, quote unquote, lashes, like a natural collection, etc. And the cut is something someone who wants natural lashes would never wear. These spiky fucking
it's everything they don't want.
One Jagunda lash every 6 inches. And can you believe, wasn't it last year that the Kiss Muse Legacies won?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that can't win again?
What a disappointment. What a disappointment it is to meet a drag queen in real life.
Looking at these is making me like really...
I need you to wear these.
You have these downstairs.
I don't even know. Yeah.
Girl. In that giant box, you got all of these. And they were all boot. Nah.
On a good day, I would consider wearing these as like bottom lashes for a Halloween look. On the top?
I don't even think I would entertain the idea of gluing this to my fucking face. Anywhere. Oh.
I think we're entering the best clean. Well, not enter it because some of the clean makeup is going to be in the high end, depending on the price, but clean makeup. So clean. The best clean mascara goes to the CoverGirl Lash Blast Cleantopia mascara.
But I love how the category is just best clean makeup.
Best clean makeup. That's the section. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Couldn't say mascara.
No. And it's the CoverGirl Lash Blast Cleantopia. Creative.
Zootopia.
Zootopia. Yeah. Light years better. Such a good movie.
What is...
Again, came out 5 seconds ago.
The
just
whole
came out.
Cleantopia thing, I don't like. And what?
Now what? Well,
what is it?
What now? Again,
God. And you know what? It doesn't tell me anything about the formula. Is this lengthening? Is it CoverGirl Lash Blast Cleantopia? Is it volumizing? Is it lengthening? Does this just flake?
Yeah. Clean flakes, though.
Clean flakes.
Clean flakes.
This will pepper your
flakes.
cheeks.
Oh. Yeah, girl. You can eat it.
Freckles.
It doubles as food.
Yeah.
It's
just pepper liquefied.
Yes, girl. It looks like it's some BS better than sex dupe based on that brush. They're trying to give us a big old juicy hourglass brush.
This is not good for the mental.
Next up, this was in the best makeup steals category, the Wet n Wild Bare Focus Niacinamide Skin Tint. Okay.
I have a question.
Yes?
Have you seen this in store?
No.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. This came out. Remember, we talked about this on Purchase or Pass.
Sure did.
The shade range was
abysmal.
Suspicious.
There was 50 shades of yellow and then 2 dark shades.
Yes. 50 shades of beige. And watched about 4 YouTube reviews on this. Everyone hated it. Hated it.
Yet to see this in a store with Wet n Wild.
And if this isn't in the stores yet, that regularly, what general consumer base that is regularly getting their makeup from Walmart and CVS, Walgreens, Duane Reade, etc. This is just making this fly off the shelves that it's award worthy. Or did it not sell well and Wet n Wild said, we gotta move this shit. We gotta let people know this exists. What can we do? Cha-ching! Girl.
And I love the pink sticker that says new.
This came out 6 months ago, maybe?
And the fact that it is not even in stores yet.
Yes.
And this is supposed to be out and now award-winning.
Girl.
So now award-winning, is this going to be in stores?
That's what I mean.
Or am I going to have to go dumpster diving at Walmart for it?
Yes. Well, you are.
With the Cleantopia.
You're going to have to push past that Cleantopia, girl. You're going to have to push past the mob just clamoring to get their Cleantopia. But every Wet n Wild section of pretty much every retailer that sells it has been getting, like Big Lots, just slashing space left and right, girl. 6 shelves down to 5 shelves, down to 4 shelves, down to 3 shelves, down to 2 shelves. So now I guarantee you they're going to get rid of their Snoopy collection left over from last year on the top of their gondola and replace it with this, with a big old red Allure sticker at the top of it. And everyone's going to run into the stores now and try this because they saw it here.
And I love how these brands always act brand new. When they get an Allure winner, they're like, we won, as if you didn't pay for it.
Girl.
Shut up.
No one knows this exists.
I don't think anybody, even at the Wet n Wild team, remembers that they launched this year.
And this is obviously omission that online-only products are somehow allowed to go across the desk of Allure winners. Yeah. So why aren't there more online-only products there?
Ah.
You know what I mean? This is barely in stores. And if it is in stores, it ain't the whole shade range. You know how they like to fuck around.
They have 7 shades.
They put if they have 30 shades, they put the middle 15 in the store.
Yeah.
So who's...
More online.
Yeah. Okay. So we have, in the best makeup steals category, we have the e.l.f. Cosmetics Glow Reviver Lip Oil. So this is so much cheaper than the 1 shade Neutrogena. So who's better?
So a little weird. The e.l.f. lip oil is $8.
Yeah.
And the Neutrogena is on sale on Amazon for $9.
So what the fuck?
So
how is this a steal?
Full price, the Neutrogena is $14 or $15.
Yeah. For one shade, Kevin.
For 1 shade. And then you're trying to tell me that the e.l.f. lip oil, that's $8. So if I get 2 colors I like, I'm spending more than Neutrogena, and that's somehow
and Neutrogena made it in the lip category. Oh. And we allocated a significantly probably better feeling lip oil with a actual shade range into the steals. This is what I meant about more winners this year, because we literally came up with as many foolish subcategories as possible to have multiple winners.
Well, because they know
for the same product for more money.
Cheap.
Yes.
So they said that's a makeup steal always. Where Neutrogena, they're like,
so why wasn't the putty primer in steals?
Yeah.
What are we doing? Ridiculous.
Because I think e.l.f. pays a ginormous amount of money. And again, they're like, pick 8 to 10
e.l.f.,
products.
Maybelline, and L'Oreal. It's almost all the drugstore winners.
I bet you Allure is contracted to pick a certain number of pieces from these lines.
Ridiculous. In the makeup steals category, we have the Makeup Revolution Fluffy Brow Filter Duo, which I can just see it from this photo. She going dry? She going crack? You know that I can phantom feel me using this and it like a blown out knee, just cracking and rolling off and falling on my lap, falling on my white shirt and getting a streak down it. And then the other end of this is probably a clear brow gel with such a thin little...
No hold.
No hold.
Just wet.
Girl.
Wet brows.
Wet water, clear gelatin, clear jello in that thing with that lil baby spoolie on the other end.
And it's just scraping that color off your brows.
Because it's so thin, it's so small, that spoolie.
Wire in the middle is just eating at that brow.
That wire hanger, girl. Yeah. Who's this? Who is this?
I've never seen her.
Who is she?
I've never seen her.
Oh, no one heard of her? No one saw her? What is this?
No one asked for her.
No one asked for her.
Go back
no
to
one
where you
wants her.
came from.
You
Mama.
don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Go back. She doesn't even go here.
What is the criteria between this and that Maybelline brow filler nonsense?
And what is a brow filter?
Okay.
Names, words.
PSA to all makeup brands. If I need to read the fucking word filter in one more product, we get it. We get it. You're all millennials working in corporate America, trying to get the name approved by your baby boomer boss that still thinks the word filter is hip because everyone used filters on Instagram 15 years ago. Stop trying to make fetch happen. Filter is not a regularly used term anymore. Stop putting the word filter in makeup and thinking you're the fucking Regina George cat's meow of launches.
And they also need to ironically filter what they put out.
Go to Google, type in synonyms for filter, and take it from there, Linda.
You heard it here.
I can't with the word, like these buzzwords of shit. Like if we just put filter, flawless filter, filter this, we get it. We get it.
Like a brow filter? What is that?
What does it mean? Because if someone's filtering their thing, they're not doing things to their brows. They're smoothing their brows so they look like blurred.
So they look like Pomeranians' brows that are just two fuzzballs.
Two blurred brown squares.
Yeah.
Who
They
doesn't
look like a
filter their
dog.
brows?
Be like, do you want to look like a Rottweiler that has two little patches for brows? I got you. Okay, I'm gonna pull my hair out. Why is this the fourth mascara?
Girl, oh God, this has to be like the fifth mascara. In the makeup steals category, we have LA Girl Supercharged Maxed Out Volume Mascara. So just because this is a steal, because Essence costs
less than
as
this.
much as the lint in your pocket. So I guarantee you this is not as...
Why is this a steal?
There's no way this is cheaper than that Essence.
No, $3.99 Essence. I can't. I'm getting so upset.
So what makes this a winner?
And look at that ugly
brush. Ew, girl. I can tell by that brush, nothing is happening, girl. I can't.
It's giving a dirty witch's broom cotton swab brush. It looks like a cotton swab that was raked through a fucking what do they call that? The a wood chipper.
Yes,
it looks like a cotton swab that was put through a wood chipper and then dipped in mascara, babe.
This, you know what this is giving? This is giving like ambiguous, never heard of Amazon brand. Like Face Beauty, like that's like a private label on Amazon. Like that's
face with two E's at the end.
That's what this is giving. Like
supercharged. What does that mean?
I can't with the buzzword. Supercharged filter.
Maxed out volume. I bet it's not. I bet it's not. I bet it's not even voluminous. Yeah, I bet it stinks like chemicals.
You know this stinks.
I
like
know
chemicals.
this fresh mascara.
I would love that smell though. I love chemically mascara smell.
Stinks.
I love it.
I used to go around Sephora
like
and smelling it. Yeah. Smelling mascaras. Which ones smell the worst?
Then we have Best Makeup Steals. The Milani Cosmetics Baked Blush that has been out for a decade.
You know what?
Not the NYX Butter Blushes.
I have a theory.
Shoot.
I have been seeing posts about this.
Okay.
Baked blush. And I have a very, very strong feeling sales are down at Milani for baked blush and they need to revitalize this category.
Girl.
So why not pay for an award? Because
that's what I mean.
These weren't.
That's how I feel about this year. I feel like last year was giving us at Allure, we don't know what we're talking about. And we tried whatever did come across our desk. And Helen, who worked at Allure, genuinely did think the Bobbi Brown was the best full coverage concealer. and the Bare Mineral Squeeze Tube Concealer, that gum was the best whatever the fuck it won. They tried. She tried. This year is giving. Help sell our struggling products. Am I right? Especially with all these bullshit
this has been
mascaras.
out for so... Oh my God. This almost like hurts because I do feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, if you've noticed it, but I've seen posts on this exact blush.
I really have. I don't.
That Milani is
Yeah.
promoting. Milani is
it.
promoting creators to make content around these blushes. So you can't tell me that they're not trying to push sales for this.
Which again, makeup steals.
This is $15?
Like almost $16 at Ulta, etc. What about this is a steal? This is twice the price of half the products in your general category, your general makeup category.
This should just be a best bake blush.
That's
A
in
buttery
the,
flaky crust.
A buttery flaky crust. Flaky! Like, so, and I will also say this is... her snapping after a while, that was iconic.
Buttery crispy.
Buttery fluffy crust. Flaky! Like... The Maybelline Cleantopia. You know what she is? Flaky! You know, after... I will also say this. This in Dolce Vita and Dolce
Luminoso,
Dolce Leche or Dolce Vita and Luminoso. The two of those shades were in my bridal kit, used to be in my bridal kit. After using, shall I say, other baked blushes, like I'll even give it to Essence. Came out with their, because I love the Pure Nude highlighter. They came out with the baked blushes. Let alone like the Revi Beauty new ones that launched, make me realize how shimmery these are.
Mm-hmm.
Mama, Texture City, if you have a pore, you shall not use these. And the thing about a baked blush is they should be very bloothing. Oh God, they should be bloothing. I combine blurring and smoothing. They should be very Bare Minerals coming this fall. Blurthing.
Bloothing
primer. Bloothing blursh is.
I'm going to be ill.
They should be very smoothing a baked product, which is why baked products like baked foundation, baked bronzers, baked blushes are so good for mature skin. But not if it has this much fucking shimmer in it, girl. These are like highlighters. So in the baked blush category, you've been trumped 10 times over in the past decade since you've been out. Why would this win?
Sales are down.
She's
hot today.
Old. Yeah.
Hot tomorrow.
Hot today. Warm today. Warm yesterday.
Oh, come on now. Stop.
Steal, girl.
Not the Revlon Color Stay Limitless matte liquid lipsticks that are brand fucking new.
Brand new, girl.
Winning best, okay, again.
Best makeup steal.
Best makeup steals that they're just.
For what?
Unapologetically, just like saying best makeup steals. Anything cheap?
Oh, not even.
No, these are like 15.
That's what I mean. More expensive than some of the stuff in the regular category.
And honestly, for a liquid lipstick, girl, give it up. Give it up.
What was the episode you had this on and you were fucking fighting for your life?
No, the one I was fighting for my life was Lime Crime.
Oh, yeah. What's the one that I put on?
The satin ink.
Not this.
No.
So what the hell's this?
The matte one.
The satin ink is the one that stays shiny.
Yeah.
Didn't they get rid of those?
Kinda.
What do you mean?
It's in 2 retailers out of 8.
Okay, like that was the one we loved with like, it was your go-to color.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Which those I loved, but if you put too much on,
yeah,
it got
you were
dark-sided.
Molly, you're in danger, girl.
Which I very much was.
And it's giving the elevator in Shining when you opened up your mouth and it said ding and you opened it up and just
the fucking dinosaur Jurassic Park girl.
Yeah,
blood mouth, like
blood pop,
blood mouth, blood mouth.
Yeah,
I love those. But if you put too much on, it was crazy, girl. But if you use that well, 1 coat, maybe 2 of that satin ink, so good, so good.
And the matte ones,
and they discontinued them. These
the matte ones
have been out for 5 seconds,
and they're not anything special. And especially liquid lipsticks are so played out.
Thank you. What hellish reality am I living in that a liquid lipstick is winning an award in 2024? We have surpassed that generic Jeffree Star fucking dry on my lips, show every goddamn line, gross, nasty bullshit 5 years ago. So just because Revlon still thinks it's 1929 and Helena Rubinstein is alive and kicking doesn't mean the rest of us feel that way. So
Anastasia discontinued half of their shade range of them.
Yes.
So
and then came out with those fucking boot nasty those
Air
orange,
Matte Kiss Lip.
Those caramel fucking bullshit nude ones.
That they're
dust.
Suede velvet.
No one's buying. So
black velvet.
Black velvet in the dead of night. What are we doing? Flaky. Like, and again, even if all of that wasn't true, these came out a month ago. Maybe 2.
Yeah,
how are they the best of the year? But the best of what, by the way? Because this isn't in a category.
Best makeup steals.
Not mad about it. The first one, I'm not inherently violent. In the makeup steals category, we have the NYX Professional Makeup Epic Ink Waterproof Liquid Liner. Honestly.
And now it comes in beige. It comes in beige.
Soft brown.
Because that's what I want to.
Medium brown. Dark brown.
Chocolate brown. Espresso brown. It's that me espresso. And then jet black. Peach black. Peach black.
Peach black, probably.
Peach black is probably a color.
Nude.
Nude.
I can't even imagine
beige.
the ridiculousness of that.
No, I want to do a wing with that. And just go.
I want to do a wing with a flesh tone liquid eyeliner.
And somebody's going to go, that's too dark.
Oh, too bold.
Too much.
Girl, I will say this is the first one that I think, because out of drugstore liquid liners, yeah, I would give it to this, honestly, shockingly. So,
yeah,
66 minutes in, good job.
Sure.
First one. And we are moving on along to the skincare, girl. The best skincare steals, the Ordinary Sakwahan. What is that? I can't read that. What does that say, Kevin?
Saccharomyces?
Saccharomyces fermented.
Saccharomyces? Myces?
Saccharomyces? I get to go overseas?
The Ordinary Milky Toner.
Milky Toner.
So I got this as a part of something to review. And I said, you will not come near my fucking face, Sam. I am. I don't want no green eggs and ham.
And this is newer, I'm assuming?
New.
Of course.
It's new.
Of course.
So how the fuck?
It's giving we want to sell our new product.
Yeah. But their top selling products aren't even on.
Never didn't make the list. But coincidentally, the thing that's
the new product
brand new we want to push.
that actually isn't selling.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Best cream facial cleanser. And and we need to reset our brains, everybody, because we're no longer in drugstore. We're no longer in steel. We're no longer whatever. We're talking all price, all brands, skincare, hair care, fragrance. That's what we're dealing with now. And the best cream facial cleanser, because we had to break up cleansers by every fucking possible texture we could. So we have a cream. We have a bubbly cleanser. We have an oil cleanser. We have a douche cleanser.
Yeah.
We had to get every fucking kind of cleanser on this list that we could to get as much coin as possible. So this is the best cream facial cleanser. The MAC Hyper Real Cream to Foam. So not a cream.
Cream
cleanser.
to foam.
Cream to foam. Best cream to foam cleanser. And can we also acknowledge, now that we're done with the drugstore, no eyeshadow. No concealer, no foundation. I guess the online-only niacinamide skin tint from Wet n Wild will have to tide us over.
Enough.
The amount of categories, just no lip liner, no lipstick, no setting powders, no bronzers.
No champagne?
No cocaine. Flaky! Nothing. The amount of categories just omitted from the drugstore category? What the fuck? We needed 6 mascaras, though.
So now that we're in all realms of skincare.
All realms of skincare. I mean, I don't think I know a person that doesn't use MAC skincare.
And maybe I'm biased, but Glow Recipe being a hot brand and The avocado cleanser didn't win?
Girl, that's the first thing I thought. Where is the fucking avocado cleanser? Even the blueberry cleanser. So targeted and specific for
that could be
combination
a gel
oily
cleanser.
skin.
Yeah.
That is going to be acne controlling and pore tightening, and it has the AHA in it to clean out blackhead. What the fuck is she doing? What is she doing?
Not the Estee Lauder slapped the MAC label on because
girl,
MAC
we
needs
had
skincare.
old expired Estee Lauder cleanser that we just put in MAC in that piss yellow MAC tube. I hate the packaging of MAC skincare.
That's like your grandma's
It
spare
looks-
bedroom wallpaper color.
Exactly, because it looks like it was white, and it looks like we left it in the bay window a little bit too long, and she yellowed. It looks tea-stained. It looks dirty yellow.
That looks like a smoker's home. In like everything's supposed to be white and everything's yellow.
Nicotine stained. Then we have the best oil facial cleanser, Peach and Lily Ginger Melt Oil Cleanser.
This is horrible.
Really? You've tried it?
Horrible. Are we kidding? For best oil
cleanser.
Oil cleanser, Dermalogica. Are we kidding?
I know.
Tatcha. Are we kidding?
Yes.
Because the oil cleanser from Dermalogica and
Yes.
Tatcha. Okay.
I know.
All right. Wow. Best mousse facial cleanser. Clinique Take the Day Off Facial Cleansing Mousse.
Mousse. Best mousse cleanser. Because, you know, as people that have worked in the cosmetics industry for almost 15 years, I very much remember working at Sephora and someone coming up to me and asking that they needed a new cleanser. And I mean, my first thought was, do you need a cream or a mousse or an oil? What the fuck are these subcategories? No one thinks about their cleanser in terms of mousse, mousse to foam, mousse knuckle to foam. Nobody thinks about their cleanser this way. They think about, I don't know, Allure, their cleanser in terms of what it does. So what does the MAC do? What does this do other than remove your makeup? Because the 1970s Clinique Take the Day Off bomb worked. So then, of course, Clinique needed to come out with a Take the Day Off lipstick and a Take the Day Off mousse cleanser and a Take the Day Off
Take the edge off bottle of wine.
Take the edge off bottle of wine. We need it. So you're telling me that the 9th iteration of Take the Day Off cleansing balm is award-worthy? What does this do other than take your makeup off?
Correct me if I'm wrong. I think this is new.
Yes.
And honestly, truth be told, out of every cleanser we've seen so far, the Glow Recipe Avocado Cleanser is that bitch.
Even the CeraVe cleansers, if you want to go into what would actually maybe be a affordable version, or I feel like drugstore skincare stuff is almost starting to edge out the makeup. Like there's so much good affordable, and by that I mean, you know, in the teens, 20s, high 20s, opposed to a $35 cleanser at the drugstore. Shock. Clinique Take the Day Off paid to get on the awards list. And then we have Best Pimple Patches, the Hero Cosmetics Mighty Patch Original. The reason I specifically included this is because I have tried her. I have played her. She ain't shit compared to that other shit you made me try.
The Peace Out
girl. Skip these. I am sorry.
The
Hero
Peace Out dots?
Mighty Patch. I tried these. Did nothing to accelerate. When I get, the more wine I drink, I'm baby. I turn into baby. They accelerate my pimples. Did not accelerate They did not accelerate the process.
No.
The Peace Out ones, and I
Sucked my skin out.
They went.
They said all night long on that pimple. They said,
no, give me that puss.
Yeah.
I regretted it the minute it came out of my mouth. And
you regretted it before it even came out. You were like,
I know. But what I loved about the Peace Out too is the day and night. And I really do find the day are so thin. So thin, like prosciutto or a crepe. A little crepe with strawberries and whipped cream. They're so thin that you could not only wear it unclockably during the day, you could put makeup on her and you won't even know. Then the night one, she is fucking
thickums.
Thickum, lickum, stickum.
With retinol.
Exactly. With other ingredients. You can even tell when you put it on. To be honest with you, to be honest with you, Diane, I would only ever use the night ones because when I woke up in the morning, she was
white.
Sucked anything and everything, girl. Those peace out ones should have won. Mighty, she is not. And then probably this and the NYX liquid liner, the most deserving of the whole episode. The best volumizing spray going into hair care is the Color Wow Raise the Root. Thicken!
When you said it wasn't ready. Thicken!
It's me. Thicken, honey! You want that hair? Thicken! Girl. Dun, 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 dun. Girl.
It's this hair color.
Literally. You are the Boom Boom Mannequin. Like... Best volumizing spray. We've talked about this so much, guys. And now that I'm spiking my hair again, I went for this. I gotta get this because I've been using, which we'll get to on this list.
Don't say it.
Let's just say another brand that I may have mentioned came out with a volumizing whatever foam. Smells erotic. I think it would have done better as a cologne. When I tell you, I've tried every which way because I love the brand. My hair feels just as if the thickening aspect feels as if I just haven't washed it for 2 weeks. Like my hair feels so dirty, and that's the thickening agent. Where something like this, and you know what I also hate? When you put in for short hair, and even my ladies, they, thems, men out there who have short hair, when I use a thickening spray on my root, I do not want to feel what it is doing to my roots on my entire hair strand. And that's what this foam does. All my hair feels like this.
Like a broom.
This is the goat.
An old broom.
An old broom, girl.
I love this. And I went to go buy this the other day because I ran out and they only have minis. And honestly, the mini is so tea though, because I feel like for short hair, you really don't need a lot.
No.
And the full size, I mean, is always sold out at my one store, and it flies off the shelf rightfully. So I absolutely love this. This is, since you told me to use this, I think last year.
I discovered this almost like 2 months before my wedding. So we're going on, I want to say it was like spring 2023.
I think you told me, oh God, I want to even say it was the last award. A war. I said a war.
This is a war.
Oh my God. Allure winners.
Yeah.
You told me to try this and I loved it ever since. So
and let it speak volumes. Great. My sisters, my
volumes.
Mom.
Volumes. Oh.
Let it speak volumes. My mom, my sisters, they're fans. It's not, you would think that they...
Of? The product
pod.
Or the
oh yeah, they watch the pod, etc.
Oh, I was
you would think that they're not buying everything I'm recommended to them, if you will. In my 3 years of doing this, what I do, this fucking product, my mom and I know my one sister, by far, this is the product they have been most impressed with and continue buying again and again and again and again out of anything I have ever discovered and shared with my audience. Wow. So let that speak volumes. Oh, literally.
Oh. What is this?
We have the best frizz smoother goes to the Briogeo Style and Treat Yuzu Plum Oil Soft Power Air Dry Cream. Kevin, what PR box arrived to my counter? I'll be generous. 3.5 weeks ago?
This came out a month ago. This is what, 1? Do people even use it?
Girl. All of you, if you follow me on Instagram, I shared the PR package, which I almost want to... I'm going to go back into my Instagram feed, girl. Oh, maybe I ended up not posting it, but it was the same day I took this photo. August 31st. This PR package to me arrived August 31st. But you figure these awards were finalized when? It's not like they're scrambling at the last minute to get their finalists and hit publish. They know what the winners are, 2 weeks before this list comes out, which means it was picked as the winner 2 weeks after it came out.
And the best frizz smoother wasn't.
Tell me this isn't fucking rigged.
And it's not the Color Wow Dream Coat? Really?
Tell me this isn't rigged. This, even more than that fucking Olay Super Serum, this by far is the most proof we have that a product won an award 2 weeks after coming out. Literally, the PR package arrived 3 weeks ago. You have the audacity to try to convince people that these are real? Also, boot nasty fucking the house down. Best color hair gloss goes to DP Hue Glossy Glaze. This product was sent to me when I went blonde. When I went blonde and all those brands started reading me to filth and sending me like purple repair everything bond.
They're like, tone your hair.
They were like, girl, fix that mess. This was one of the brands that all of a sudden came on my radar when I went blonde. Michaela did a brand deal with them probably for 6 figures, so on and so forth. And when I was blonde, I had the clear, this picture of the copper. I don't know if this is specifically the winner, but anyway, I had the clear gloss, and it might have actually been like a clear for blondes. I did all my work to get, what we went through to be platinum blonde. Kevin, I used this as directed in the shower. I thought my hair was going to fall out. It dried my hair out worse than any other product I have ever used. And I don't know if that was just the blonde, the one for blondes, or the blonde lavendery toning one. I'm sure some of the other ones like this copper or like color depositing aren't that. But bitch, beware, because I used this once and I was like panicking that my hair was going to fall out.
Oh my God.
So again, if we have the money to pay Michaela, we obviously have the money to buy ourselves an Allure award. So, okay.
Oh, no. The best multitasker, meaning a hair care styler, which best multitasker,
What?
as in multi, as in what?
What are we doing?
So this is the main, it's giving body hot round brush. So what? A multitasker that it's a blow dry brush?
Yeah.
What other task
What
is it
tasks
doing?
are we doing other than a blowout? And I've never even heard of this brand, Maine.
Main is like new at Sephora. So
Yeah.
and I'm
God.
sorry, but the dry bar ones still
Yes.
eat, mama.
Yeah.
The dry bar ones eat
Yeah.
down.
I'm also going to say something too that again, especially after last week with our allegations, but alleging just a theory. I wonder if Sephora puts money behind these. Even more than the brands, because with, let's just say, how much of a hand Sephora has in, and I'm not exaggerating when I tell you this, everybody, how much of a hand Sephora has in telling their biggest selling brands what they will and will not launch, what they want them to launch, and exactly how they will launch it. You can't tell me that when Sephora takes on a brand new hair care brand like this, blink, blink, they're not putting money behind it in any way they can.
Yeah. Because remember the days of Sephora where every brand almost had their own identity?
Yes.
Their own color schemes and everything. When you would turn Makeup Forever was like that gorgeous
Aesthetics.
artistry brand that had like the wood paneling. And then you would turn to like NARS that was sleek black.
Yeah.
Smashbox red. Now everything, all the gondolas are starting to look the same. It's either all clean,
because that's
white,
the new incentive.
Merit
That's the
and
buzzword.
Anastasia, and then all clean. Everything is starting to mesh together and look too similar. So I wouldn't be surprised if Sephora has any hand in this.
All right, and then we have Best Self-Tanning Mousse, the Loving Tan Platinum 2-Hour Express Tanning Mousse. Again, this is NYX and the Color Wow. So far, that's it, girl. These are the only ones I've liked so far. And I've said to you guys before, I would pass on the Platinum and I would go for the Ultra Dark because I almost feel like the Ultra Dark if you're around my skin tone, in my experience, I feel like the Platinum is might be better for people who have like medium to deeper skin and want a little bit of something. Because I almost found Platinum, if you're like light, medium, light, or fair, it was almost so dark that it just slipped, it just fell off the skin when you showered. Where I felt like the deep dark had more of an impact. So the second darkest one in the 2-Hour Express, Loving Tan, is beyond. Oh my God, it's so good. Then we're moving on. Last but not least, we have our fragrances. The best woody fragrance. Best woody fragrance. And by that, they don't mean when you put this on, it's going to be woodies everywhere.
Woody. I hope so.
I hope so. The best woody fragrance is the YSL Beauty Myself Eau de Parfum. Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't you unbox this with me?
Yes.
Do you remember the Lenny Kravitz one?
Yeah.
That was hot.
Yeah, I think so.
And
Something
we
like
unboxed it in a PR unboxing on my channel. She was boots the house down nasty, girl.
And I got this, and I got the new version, which is like the stronger one. And I would say
intense.
There's a lot of activations going on right now behind these fragrances. So it doesn't
it's almost as if it's holiday.
Yeah, it doesn't shock me that there are pop-up shops for this fragrance. So interesting that it's it's weird because the pop-up shop is actually open right now in a certain mall that I've seen. And I saw this the other day that it's a whole YSL activation.
Like this was nothing special, girl.
because I got to pay Austin Butler that money for promoting the new fragrance, and Dula Peep promotes Libre. Yeah, girl, they got the budget.
I know. Oh.
Okay.
And my fourth happy winner is the
Gourmand.
Which, girl, I was thinking of you. The best Gourmand fragrance goes to the Burberry Goddess Eau de Parfum. What the hell's that? I don't know what gourmand means. You're the fragrance translator on this podcast. What's a gourmand?
Gourmand.
Yes.
Is when something is typically with fragrances, something that smells edible, like vanilla.
Oh, okay.
Very, very like indulgent and I always think gourmand is more on the sweeter side.
Oh,
because typically fragrances aren't going to smell like Coq au vin. They're not going to
steak free. Yeah,
they're not going to smell.
I wish
like that.
Yes.
So gourmand.
Yes.
I smelled this. I don't even get very much vanilla out of this.
I never would have loved. You think I bought this? You know my fragrance preferences. This to me is like a medium, middle of the road, where it is more I definitely think it's more feminine, but it's not like more sweet.
But I think it's more floral leaning than gourmand.
Yeah.
Like, girl, there might be vanilla in it, but it's not vanilla sweetness. So I think gourmand is the wrong word.
Yeah.
So pack it up, sis. Like,
it's Christmas.
Hey, sis, it's Christmas. We're going to get sued.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, good for them for winning, but
yes,
wrong category, I think.
Totally.
But, okay,
but there's a beautiful perfume. I think this was amazing.
I mean, yeah, wig.
Okay, and then there was a random other category of best clean skincare. So there was skincare, and then there was best clean skincare. So best clean skincare goes to the Drunk Elephant Bora Barrier Repair Cream.
Nice.
This is another one I love.
Rich.
Oh, rich. Flaky. This was another one.
You won't be.
Oh, you won't be flaky. Yeah, girl. This is beautiful.
This is so stunning. And I would say, too, because I'm very concerned with breaking out from very heavy textures.
Yes.
And especially you, where you're more oily. But I told you to even use this at night. This texture is it's very interesting because while it is rich, this melts in the skin, but doesn't evaporate to watery consistency. No. It stays rich. Amazing for sensitized skin.
Yes.
Redness, eczema, irritations, anything like that. Pair this with a retinol cream or serum at night. This will counteract any retinol adverse reactions like redness or anything.
Yes.
Soothe the skin while the retinol does its job, and this will go in and replenish.
Yes.
So deserving.
Which, by the way, everybody, update. Kevin yelled at me recently because of my oily skin. I really was committed every night. I used like retinol all the time because I was used to it. Kevin was the one that said to me, he's like, start.
Talking about
it wasn't until flaky. It wasn't until he told me to start kind of treating my skin as if it was dry that it will start to balance itself again.
And do we notice a difference?
Night and day. I started using the Cosrx Snail Mucin as my moisture right after I wash my face. While it's still on my face and wet, I go in with the Drunk Elephant Hyaluronic, the blue serum.
The B-Hydra.
B-Hydra. Yep. Then I still do my retinol at night, at least, the retinol eye cream from Murad.
Not the Sunday Riley.
No, I've been using the Murad.
Love.
And then I gave that Sunday Riley to my mom because she really wanted it. She was like, she said to say, she was like, I need a retinol eye cream that's going to, and I was like, here, because I just
and the
figured
Murad is
she get more use out of it than me. And the Murad is more in my bracket. So I was like, and Casey was, if I gave Casey the Sunday Riley, his fucking, the first time
he would wake up with, he would have
swollen
puffy
red
eyes, just like, I can't see.
The first couple weeks I watched him put that Murad eye cream on, it was like he was literally so barbarically doing it around his whole eye. It was in his lashes were like white. And I'm like, babe, there's like retinol in this. Don't get it in your eyes. Like,
and it's on his
down.
and you wake up the next day, red
girl
eyes.
If I gave him red eyes, swollen pupils, like if I gave him that Sunday Riley, I would have been driving him to the ER. So the Murad, and then
eyes wide shut.
I've been doing the Beekman Milk RX. It's like the really hydrating face cream that is the alternative for retinol, the new one. I love it.
I want to try it.
Super hydrating. Now only like 2-3 times a week when I do replace the Hydra from Drunk Elephant with the Murad retinol serum, I do this as my moisturizer with it to counter the retinol. So, and I almost find that this is like a dupe for the really rich like Estee Lauder creams I buy during the winter.
Even like the Caudalie Premier Crew, the extreme where
which I went through 2 jars.
Nothing. No results.
Nothing.
Where this actually will hydrate and keep your skin bouncy.
Absolutely. So love. Then we have also in the best clean skincare category, the Ilia, the base face milk.
Love.
And I almost feel like, I don't know what the price differentiation is, but like, what's the difference between this and the Rhode milk?
Honestly, they're probably very, very similar. And I would say price-wise, this is probably more.
This is more.
This is probably more. But I will say, out of trying this
is beautiful.
This is stunning. And I love it. It's one of my favorites.
Very much like an Essence, but I also love this for like foundation prep.
Pre-makeup.
Makeup
That's how
prep.
it's supposed to be.
I love it.
You could use this so many different ways. If you're dry, use it as like a essence and a primer. And if you're oily, try it just as like a moisturizer even.
Yes.
Because again, it's very similar to the Drunk Elephant where it's barrier support and barrier repair.
Yes.
But it's very lightweight.
So thin. So especially if you have oily skin, to just melt in and not make you more oily, like a thick cream or moisturizer underneath makeup. Beautiful.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, the best, this was honestly the only one I included in the best splurges category for makeup. Because of course, bitch, there was fucking La Mer, there was all this shit, you know. So this was the Fenty Parfum Body Cream.
This fragrance smells like shit.
And that's why I included it. The perfume stank.
So now
you think I want her in a body cream? And can I also go on record and say something? Because the fact that this is in here, there was a body category. You know what wasn't in it anywhere? Rare Beauty.
Now that's...
That heavenly fucking douse. If I was a billionaire, if I was Jeff Bezos, I would have someone on retainer to, within appropriate limits... rub me down day in and day out, twice a day with the Rare Beauty body
hand
lotion.
Massages all day with that, taking the applicator of that hand cream, hand massages.
Nowhere to be found. Not one of the Rare Beauty body products.
Girl, the way that I want a shower oil, I want a body oil, I don't care.
The shower gel, it has erotic.
I just bought another one.
It's so good.
It was on sale and I was nervous. So I thought,
I know what. I need that body care line just to expand, girl. The bigger and bigger and bigger.
Like, I don't think people are buying it.
No, guys, it's amazing. It's so good. Oh my God, the scent. Yeah. I can't. The whole time. It's so good.
I really don't think people are buying it though.
Well, good thing Allure is promoting the Fenty body cream for $500. Well, guys, that is it for the second annual Beautiful and Bothered Allure roasting episodes. This was the Drugstore Skin, Hair, and Fragrance. Next week, we are doing the Luxury, which is going to bring more tomfoolery than even this one. So thicken, honey, thicken.
Yeah. Well, so do you?
Hey,
I will
Kevin.
say this feels very different than last year.
Now, after seeing these, do you agree with what I'm saying? It's
very,
helped sell our sinking ships.
It's very bare bones.
Very boring.
There's like, honey, we did the autopsy. There's no skeleton here.
Thank you.
We're the hardcore, like, this is the best of the best of the best. You are quite literally saying out of the year of 2024, and we still have 3 months left because today, 3 months left of the year. This is the best we got. All with every launch, the beauty world is so flooded
Saturated.
with launches every day. Every day there is launches.
Yes.
This is the best.
This is it.
And you're telling me that products from 8 years ago, 10 years ago,
The
15
Milani
years ago,
Big Blushes?
not those from 1935.
The Clinique Take the Day Off Mousse Cleanse? What are we doing?
It was the best.
This
know.
year was giving help sell our failing shit. Nothing.
Would you buy that?
Would you buy that? Would you buy any of these? Let us know in the comments
Let us
down
know.
below.
Yes, absolutely. Look out for next week.
Yes, girl. Watch out for next week. We're coming at you full steam with the luxury winners. Kevin, you're going to lose your mind. There was, like we said, we have to figure out there was 66 pictures.
I want to do it now.
I want to do all 66. So stay tuned for that, girl. And that's just luxury makeup, Kevin. This was 40 something winners in all these categories.
Why don't you come in and just steal my wallet sometime?
Why don't you come in and fuck me sometime? Thank you guys so much for watching a brand new episode of Beautiful and Bothered. Make sure to subscribe to Patreon because we reacted to Good Morning, Lady Gaga's Harlequin album over on Patreon. We also had the VMA Makeup Police got pushed back a little, but that's coming this coming Wednesday when this episode is out. So make sure to subscribe to Patreon. There is like so much content over there at this point. It's a bananas at a very low price. Make sure to subscribe to the Beautiful and Bothered YouTube channel for your video episode on Sundays, and subscribe on Spotify and Apple Podcasts where the episode is available to stream everywhere on Mondays. Please leave us a 5-star review if you can. And on that note, wherever you are, we hope you are happy, safe, flaky, and healthy. And remember,
you are beautiful.
Bye, Kevin. Money, money, money.
Ew.
Give me wagon wheel what to see. Ow.